future me.
All right, coming to you at the end of the day, Monday, April 22nd. It's 5:26. We're pretty close to the campsite that we plan on staying at. It's been a good day. I've definitely been, correct this, find the microphone, where's the microphone? Here we go. I've definitely been in a little bit of pain. My efforts yesterday to catch up with Snowbird in Compton, I think, left me the worse for wear. Basically ran up and down, ran up 2 mountains, I guess ran down 1. And so, didn't have any spills or anything, but definitely didn't do my legs any favors doing that. My right calf muscle feels really tight, and then my knee pit on my left leg, if I sit for too long and I stand up, like it locks up. So it's really, really tight as well. Might try to roll those things out tonight with my trekking poles. We'll see. But in any case, made it to the road crossing. Very quickly got picked up by a very nice lady. I think her name was Emily. Could be wrong about that. Yeah, in fact, it wasn't Emily. But anyway, nice woman and her husband, who are section hikers from Arkansas. And they dropped us off at a restaurant. Don't really remember the name of it. It was very highly rated on the Trek's website. They had burgers and Impossible burgers, which are like black bean burgers for vegetarians. So we all ate. I ate delicious portobello with Swiss burger, garden salad, and mozzarella sticks. I mixed all of it together, cut it all up, ate it all at once. Very tasty combination. But I think Compton and Pooh Bear ate more than they could handle, so they're really far behind. Pooh Bear especially. When we got our last ride of the day, he was going really slow. I'm a little worried about him because I know when I was 22, my philosophy on eating was that, I basically just gorged at the end of the day and assumed that I could do without for the rest of the day, or at least with minimal amounts. And out here, I've said it already, but I'm trying to eat one piece of food, whatever it might be, every hour. And the higher the calorie count, the better. Man, we just cannot escape this mud. But in any case, since I last talked to you, the sun is out, it's hot. You'd never know that we were freezing to death and in the middle of snowy, icy hell like 24 hours ago. And I really do like how we are able to do these resupply days where some people might take a 0 or a Nero at one of the hostels. We just kind of get in and get out. So did a resupply, got I think 12 cinnamon raisin English muffins that I'm planning on putting a dollop of peanut butter on all of them tonight while making dinner. And then that'll be my quick snack for the 2 days it should take us to get to Roan, or not Roan, what is it called? Where are we going? Man, I completely forgot. In any case, wherever we're going next is close. So, yeah, chronologically speaking, got to the road, got a ride, we dropped off at the restaurant, ate. Compton and Snowbird got a separate ride and met up with us. They also ate. We dried out our things. Snowbird went as far as setting up his entire tent so that it could dry. Then we resupplied at this little convenience store, and then a guy showed up and offered us a free beer as long as he could take a picture of us receiving it, and then ride back to the trailhead. So far to this point, we have done very little work to actually get picked up when we're going into town, which is great. I always think, oh, well, walking into town wouldn't be that bad. It's only a couple miles. And then we sit in the car and it's like, oh, this is a lot farther than I was thinking. Especially because the AWOL guide is a bit deceiving. It's not, there are little pictures of the town and they're all drawn with a relative scale, wherein, it shows you if you're coming in from east or west, it'll show you basically which stores to expect first, but it doesn't actually show you what the distance between them is. So, thankfully, we haven't had to actually walk into town yet. I'm going to take a pee real quick. Been trying to stay extra hydrated. Dehydration is one thing I do not want to encounter out here. And I think as summer slowly makes its way, it might take some people by surprise, especially considering some of the crazy flip-flops in temperature. I mean, it was the high 30s yesterday, and overnight, I think it dropped even a little lower than that. I slept with my Sawyer, of course. Don't want to chance that. But, I'm trying to drink almost as much as I'm trying to eat. I'm not trying to drink a liter every hour, but I am trying to drink anytime I get the idea to drink, I go ahead and drink. So, we got dropped off at the trailhead. I think it was at before 3 or so, and started heading the rest of the 10 miles to the campsite we're going to. So, all in all, it'll be a 17 or 19 mile day, depending who you ask. I don't know. There's a weird discrepancy between the AWOL guide and the Guthooks app, and Snowbird exclusively uses the Guthooks app, which seems to be a mile or two different when referenced with the AWOL guide, which in real life wouldn't be a huge deal, but you think about it in trail terms, and it's the difference between thinking you're going to get somewhere 20 or 40 minutes before you might. So that's kind of concerning a little bit, because now I'm not really sure all of my numbers that I've written in my little notebook are relative to AWOL. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get to camp tonight. Definitely need to take it easy and relax. Now that the weather's finally nice, I need to also wash my legs and my feet. My feet look disgusting. Ah, fuck! God damn it, I don't know where these fucking roots come from, but when I stub my toe on them, I swear to God, I get so fucking furious for about 15 seconds. It's already subsiding. But God damn it, it makes me mad. Not for any particular reason. I think it's just because it scares me, and I'm angered to be disturbed in that way. It's bullshit. Plus it hurts a little bit. But whatever, I'm over it now. And it happens several times a day. So maybe by the end of the trail, maybe I'll be able to control that better, just out of pure exposure therapy. Yeah, we passed the 400 mark today as well, which is pretty cool. It marks the 300th mile that Forrest and I have hiked together, which is pretty significant. We'll be in Damascus by the end of this week, if all goes well, and that's crazy. That's 500 miles done. I think actually, technically speaking, Damascus is only 70 miles from here. So, we were able to get through the Smokies, which is a 70-mile stretch in 3 days. So, especially as the contours of the land start to even out a little bit, which seems to be happening, hopefully that means we'll be able to get to the 500-mile mark even faster. I started kind of looking for the shelter and forgot what I was talking about. There's one shelter before the campsite, and I was going to use that as a marker. figure out where I am and how much longer I have to go. But yeah, we worked really hard yesterday. It was a really hard day, and today was a bit of a luxury. We're able to relax for a minute, have a burger. Everyone had ice cream, but I don't know. I think all the peanut butter sweetness that I've been eating, I wasn't really in the mood for it. So switching over to the English muffins will be good for that. And it'll be a good way for me to get rid of all this peanut butter. I also need to figure out something with my backpack, because its configuration right now is probably the worst it's ever been. I have my tent on the outside of my pack, hanging by straps at the bottom, which is giving me this weird swaying feeling. And I have that's really the worst of it. I had been putting my trekking poles there too, which sucked because they kept sliding out. So all my shit needs a major reorganization. And I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I think it'll work well. But I don't know, for wet days, I don't know, it probably doesn't make a difference. Excuse me. So, let's see. I feel like around one of these bends I'm going to see the shelter. At this time of day, I feel that way about every single bend. Just like, surely as soon as I can see, I'm going to see a privy, a shelter, and those two blazes that indicate something different and something that needs to be paid attention to is arising. But not across that bend, not around that bend. And in fact, looks like I'm about to go up. So, yeah, there was no beer in Roan. I don't know if it's a dry county or what, but it was really cool being shuttled back to this hostel where this guy gave us a beer along with taking a picture, obviously. Sort of some kind of pay it forward system where another root. God damn it, where the fuck did those things come from? God, I hate those things. Pay it forward. You buy a beer for someone else. And I don't know. I certainly could have afforded it. But at the time, I just wanted to have a beer and relax almost as quickly as possible. Jeez. It's been a long day, long couple days. Long 24 days. This is my 24th day out here. I've gone 400 miles. Again, with a really great crew. I know we all want to make it all the way, but I also know that only 1 in 5 does, and our group is 5 members strong. Not to say that all of us won't make it, but the odds are stacked against us. And, I don't really think that that's any kind of, damnation of anyone in our group. I think we're all strong enough actually to make it. But, you see people out here struggling, and, we're all struggling. Even those of us who are doing well, going strong, going long, going hard, going fast, we all suffer too. Each day is different. Each day is a different pain for a different person. Some people don't do well in the hot, some people don't do well in the cold, some people don't do well in the rain, some people don't do well at a fast pace, uphill, downhill, There's only 5,000 or 6,000 people who do this. So, it's a gargantuan task. Yet, it's so simple. It's so easy. All you have to do is keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I think everyone in this group is willing to do that. we've done it so far. Every single day. We've met every single goal we as a group have set out for. Again, I didn't go to that hostel the other day, but, you know, you can't always do everything you say you're going to do just because you said it. And even though I like to do everything that I say I'm going to do, stubbornness can be dangerous. Am I going back up? Where am I going? Certainly is more gentle out here. These rolling kind of hills. Not so much of the steep, crazy stuff we had in Georgia, where it was like a climb straight up the mountain. Thankfully, in North Carolina and Tennessee, they seem to have understood the concept of switchbacks a bit more than those in Georgia. Man, this is a perfect place for me to trip over more roots. I'm going downhill. Roots are disguised as leaves. That's how they avoid predators. I've got a couple of lunches left. A couple of hot meals. I might not eat those tonight in favor of just having some of the peanut butter and bread that I have. You know, the Mountain House meals weigh nothing, and they're always a joy when I want them. And rather than just make one for no reason, especially since it's already hot out here, I think I'll go for a more basic dinner. 2 or 3 cinnamon raisin, peanut butter things, maybe some tuna. Not super hungry. Restaurant food will do that to you. Man, my heart breaks for Compton and Pooh Bear. I can't imagine. No idea how much further behind they are. But I, for one, am ready to be at my destination. And I'm much closer than they are. Time's 5:43. Yeah. Should be there in less than an hour, for sure. And certainly, truthfully, much less than an hour. I'll take you around one more bend, just to see what we see. River flowing to my right. Headed almost due west right now, if the setting sun is any indication. Gotta keep using my trekking poles. They've been my godsend today. Taking some of that pressure and stress off my joints, muscles, and bones and all. Alright, what do we see? Nothing yet. This is definitely the moment where I hit another route. I'm looking into the valley below. Not looking down and in front of me. Still just walking parallel to this river. Oh wow, a waterfall. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll walk by the waterfall with you, and then after that, I'll go ahead and go. This is, I guess, the second waterfall of the day. So, you'll be able to hear the sound. More proof that I'm actually out here. Although, I suppose I could just be making a toilet flush or something. Let's see what this says. Mountaineer Falls Shelter, point 2. Cool. Wow. I really want to clean my feet here. I'm going to check the AWOL guide real quick. Wow, 20 minutes. A whole lot of nothing, y'all. Alright. Wow, the campsite's only a mile away. Side Hollow Stream footbridge. It's a half a mile. Water. Alright, I'm gonna chance it. Alright, I'll leave it here for now. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna wash my feet here. Even though I desperately would love to. I need to get where I need to get. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.